medulla. As you look at ovarian cortex, we see very, very tiny follicles here, but they are still visible. They're still large enough that they are developing. These will be primary follicles. Primary follicles. This would certainly be larger than that. So secondary follicle, this is still larger, a Graafian follicle. If you look carefully, Graafian follicle's structure is very interesting. It has pretty large space, which is not empty. It's filled with fluid. The space is enteron. And then on one side of the Graafian follicle is a little egg surrounded by its follicular cell. In the slide, you should be able to identify different stages of oogenesis. There are views in the slide where you see primary follicle. You make the call. Is this primary, is this secondary, or is that Graafian follicle? So Graafian follicle, this would be around midway in the cycle. And then this ruptures, releasing the egg. And that process is ovulation. So we can say this is the egg being released, ovulation. When that happens, the space in the Graafian follicle, which was originally the enteron, gets filled with blood. Such a body that forms at ovulation, as egg has been released, this body is now called corpus hemorrhagicum. Hemorrhage means the bleeding, right? That's not what is happening in the menstrual cycle. This is all internally in the ovary. So this would be corpus hemorrhagicum. Then corpus hemorrhagicum changes to the yellow body, the corpus luteum. If fertilization takes place and implantation takes place, corpus luteum remains intact, provides the hormone, provides the factors needed to maintain the pregnancy. If no implantation has taken place, then corpus luteum degenerates into what commonly will be called scar tissue, but we will say it is corpus albicans. So in a monthly cycle, if no implantation is taking place, every month there would be a corpus albicans that has formed. So in an older ovary, there will be lots and lots of corpus albicans, right? Because in a monthly cycle, you have the scar tissue that forms. So given the model and the slide, identify all these stages. Primordial follicle, primary follicle, secondary follicle, followed by, and that's the sequence in which the stages happen. In the slide, they would not be put that way. You have to look for them wherever, here, there. So Graafian follicle, followed by corpus luteum, corpus albicans, and then the next cycle starts. So the model gives you that, and larger model will have the same detail. Your figure has that, and then the slide would have some of these stages.